hot in the city of Pittsburgh and on the North Shore, where the Pittsburgh Pirates continue their 10-game homestand following the All-Star break. It's the middle game of a 3-game series against the division-leading San Diego Padres. They're tops in the West and one of the top teams in baseball. What's all that noise? Well, first of all, a sellout crowd, and we're coming your way from the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club, just above the left field loonies. It's going to be a wild night, sellout crowd. Greg Brown, Bob Walk with you. The Pirates looking to get back on the winning track, Bob. And, you know, a few years ago, you and I did a game, a broadcast from the right center field bleachers. This is a whole different look. What a place to do a game from.
Oh, we had a great time that afternoon. It was hot, just like now, but we've definitely moved up. We're in here where the air conditioning is. Everybody's sitting around, hooping and hollering, having a great time. Great food. The bar is going strong now. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
We sure are, and it'll be a lot more fun if the Pirates can somehow find a way to get to Matt Latos. He is one of the most underrated pitchers in all of baseball. He comes off the disabled list tonight.
Yeah, Latos is extremely tough. Probably a guy that everybody is going to know a year from now. But right now, everybody is like, who is this guy? Is he for real? Yeah, he's for real. He's big, he's strong, he throws real hard.
Well, Jeff Karstens usually is up to the task. The Pirates right-hander, a little tough luck in the game against the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, the ERA's been creeping up a little bit. He's probably going to work on that tonight. Padres not a real good offensive team. I think Karstens going to have a good one in him.
Pirates have to play solid defense, take advantage of any opportunity. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight from the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club, where this is the place to watch a game from. And you don't need a special ticket. Your game ticket will get you in here. We'll talk to the folks throughout the game, have a lot of fun from the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club as the Pirates get ready to take on the San Diego Padres.
Automotive.Barrel.com. Definitely worth the click. And by your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward.
Welcome back to PNC Park here in Pittsburgh. Well, different look for us, no question about that. Just beyond the left field loony section here is where the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club is, and this is where it all happens. Folks are gathering at a perfect night, too, Bob, by the way, with the hot weather for folks to come inside, grab a bite to eat, maybe a drink or two, and enjoy the game from right here.
Yeah, that's really one of the beautiful things about the Hall of Fame Club here is anytime there's inclement weather, it could be April and it's freezing, you come in here to get warmer. Today it's hot. You can come in here and cool off like we're doing right now.
Do you have a hanky?
You know how hot it is up in that booth, the empty booth, the empty FSN booth.
Look at the San Diego Padres starting lineup under Bud Black. Brought to you by Toyota Moving Forward. Jerry Hairston Jr. leads things off. He'll be followed by Chris DeNorfia and Adrian Gonzalez. Chase Headley, he is the cleanup man. Former Pirate Matt Stairs loves sitting here at PNC Park. 14 career homers. Will Venable follows, and it's Nick Hundley, Everett Cabrera, and Matt Latos.
Take a look at Carson's numbers real quick before he throws his first pitch. Everything is in pretty good shape, but as I said before, he would love to get that ERA down a little bit. It's been creeping up on him. Another thing he would love to do is cut down on the home runs. That, I think, is starting to kind of stick out when you look at his numbers. And tonight, it sure feels like standing out here in left field, Greg, there's a pretty good wind blowing out to left.
Right at us.
Now, you would think that the ball would carry well out here in this direction. This is the big part of the field, though. There's a lot of room between where we're sitting right now and Millage playing left field. It's deep back here, but still, the way that wind's blowing, you think it would carry. Go ahead, wave, Greg. I don't see it.
You don't see us here?
There we are. Yep, I see it now. But it's right in our face. It's coming through this window pretty hard. I think there's going to be some long balls tonight.
We'll get our first look at a pop-up from this angle. And it's the second baseman, Neil Walker, who makes the play. And the rest of the Pirates defensively in the outfield, left to right. It's Lastings, Millage, Jose Tabata, and Delwyn Young. Andrew McCutchen is real close to coming back. Pedro Alvarez, Ronnie Cedeno on the left side. Neil Walker, Sherritt Jones on the right. Jason Jaramillo is the catcher for Jeff Karstens. This is it.
A little breeze coming in. It's very comfortable, though, and I think we're going to do a good job with the game here. That pop fly, we saw it pretty well.
Really? You did?
No problem. Yeah.
I thought Millage was going to have to run back toward us.
You were breaking back.
I was.
If you're playing left field, you're going to break back on that.
Absolutely.
Here, I think you need these, Greg.
The binoculars, huh?
You're going to have these. Yep.
These might come in handy.
You're going to use those tonight. That's what you're going to need right there.
Okay, yeah. Oh, this is way better. Batter Chris DeNorfia, 1 for 4 with a walk. Yeah, here we are.
Hey, back of my hair, is it that gray back there?
The ball bounced to third, and Alvarez on the first. 2 up and 2 down.
Definitely getting a different look at things. You know, just watching those ground balls come to the left side of the infield right there to Alvarez and seeing him fire across the diamond. You know, we watch these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ball games year after year, but it's always the same view, same view, looking down. You know, different levels, but always pretty much the same. This is kind of nice to come out and watch a ball game from a different direction.
Absolutely. This is fun.
I'm going to enjoy this tonight.
And the strike is called. Now,
you see, that was right at the knees from where we're at.
See, from this angle, the sign from the umpire, a little bit more difficult maybe to pick.
You know, but seriously, you can see the ball go right across the knees. You couldn't see that?
Well, I'm going to let the there it goes. Strike call for Mike DeMuro.
Nice slow curve ball. Very tantalizing.
Karstens was so good. First 4 innings, his last start, perfect against the Milwaukee Brewers. 12 up, 12 down. Breaking ball, fouled off. By the way, next inning, we'll talk to Andrew McCutchen. He'll be mic'd up, and we'll talk to him in the bottom of the second inning and find out just how close he is. John Russell said really probably tomorrow, at the very latest Tuesday, but he's real close. And he could pinch run tonight. 0-2 count on Gonzalez. And chases that slow breaking ball from Karstens.
Are really fooled by the speed of that pitch way out in front. Greg, I'm going to sit down here. There it is. Very slow. Look at it. Barely made contact way out in front of plate with the tip of the bat. That's just barely staying alive.
Fastball upstairs. Adrian Gonzalez. We talked about this last night, and people have been talking about it really since early this season. It's almost surprising he's still with the Padres, but nobody expected the Padres to be where they are in the standings. Jeff Karstens, just kind of a ho-hum, matter of fact, 1-2-3, top of the first inning, and now the Bucs go to work against Matt Latos here at the Trip Total Media Hall of Fame Club. We'll check out the Pirates lineup. John Russell's lineup is brought to you by Suzuki. Jose Tabata will be followed by Delwyn Young and Neil Walker. Garrett Jones, the Pirates cleanup hitter. Pedro Alvarez, Lastings Village. Village this season with men in scoring position, phenomenal. 388, second best in the league. Ronnie Cedeno, Jason Jaramillo, and Jeff Karstens round out the starting nine against, as we said, Matt Latos, kind of under the radar. But, man, is he good.
Hey, the opponent batting average. Latos is actually hitting better than the opponents are hitting against him. 214 is his average.
PNC for the achiever in us all, and that's quite an achievement to have those numbers. Just coming off the disabled list tonight. Fastball is up and in on Latos. Just 22 years old. Had a strained left oblique. Put him on the DL.
How about the way he strained it?
Yeah. The sneeze. Yeah. Held it back. He says from now on, don't laugh, but from now on I will tell everybody, never hold back a sneeze. Let it fly.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I do.
Oh. Landed on the disabled list because he held back a sneeze. Ball fouled away by Tabata. 1 for 4 last night.
Man, misplayed that ball in center field that played a big part in the ball game. Was a tough loss, but turn the page. Still 2 more games to go with these guys.
Headed up the middle. That's a base hit, a great start. And every hit is precious against this right-hander. Believe me. Take a look now at a huge play in the game. Early on, throw to the plate. Tabata will slap home plate with his left hand, but the home plate umpire did not see it. And so Bill Welke then calls him out when Torrealba applies the tag. Initially he missed the tag, and you see Tabata had slapped home plate. That was in the very first inning. So instead of a 1-0 lead, Padres escaped. Later, Tabata misjudging the fly ball that started the second inning and went for a triple, and Padres scored 4. Pirates fell 5-3.
On top of it, faking like he's going to run. Took about half of a step, put the brakes back on. It just is Latos going into a stretch.
Delwyn Young, couple of walks, 0 for 2 last night. Tabata 10 steals in 14 attempts.
Faking again and a throw over. Dropping that right shoulder just a little bit as he's. Looks like he is going to be off. He wants to run. He wants to have a great game tonight after last night. There's no. There's a lot of competitors over in that dugout, guys that want to win the games. Nobody any more than Tabata.
Absolutely. Fastball to Delwyn Young. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Pirates right fielder.
You know, we get an idea, Greg, sitting here, of what the center fielder has to deal with Sunfield like.
Yeah, it is tough.
Oh, man. Looking dead into it.
Fastball for a strike.
For us, the sun is right over the kind of the third base side of the stadium. But now if you're playing out in center field, you're going to be looking dead into that sun. I mean, that is vicious.
Yeah, it is. Ooh.
Wow.
At game time, had some cloud cover.
From now on, when
we'll bring a baseball cap.
Well, when we talk about the center fielder fighting the sun here in the first couple innings, and I really got a feeling now what he's going through.
Yeah. Delwyn Young. Comes up empty.
And very late on that fastball. It was an extremely defensive swing, and that ball was in the glove by the time the bat got over the plate.
Neil Walker, 0 for 3 with a walk, scored a run last night. Still batting .314 and .338 from this side of the plate. A fly ball to shallow left center field. The left fielder will call off the shortstop. That's Venable making the catch as Cabrera went out. The rest of the Padres defense. Will Venable in left, Kristen Orfia in center. Matt Stairs makes his first start in right field this season. Chase Headley and Adrian Gonzalez on the corners. Everett Cabrera, Jerry Hairston Jr. up the middle with Nick Hundley, the battery mate for Matt Latos. And we'll bring up Garrett Jones. A dozen homers, 56 runs batted in. Opponents batting just .193 against Latos on the year.
That sun not so bad now. Okay. Little cloud cover. Seems like it's not as much glare as there was.
No. It's funny, Bob. I still feel like there's a lot of glare. I don't understand.
I don't know. It's not as glary.
It's squinting. Huh?
Not sure what it is. I don't know.
Oh, no wonder. You got the eye black.
Well, why don't you have it on? I mean, you got to be prepared.
I didn't know we had any, Greg.
Like Steve says, if you care, prepare.
I know. The eye black.
Oh, I can see fine. This is great.
Dash helped him out.
My man, Dash Riprock.
He's leading the folks here, the Trib Media Hall of Fame Club. And there's that man. That's old school. It's the baseball cap, no need with the eye black. It's pointing to us.
You know, he's got your fan.
Oh, yeah. And Latos, after giving up the leadoff hit, strikes out Young, gets a pop-up and a strikeout of Jones. 0-0 after 1. at Pirates.com as Jeff Karstens delivers to Headley, Chase Headley, and it's a fair ball into the right field corner. And Headley into second base with a leadoff double. And just over our left shoulders is Dan Potash, the third member of our crew tonight, with a very important guest. Danny.
All right, Brownie, thank you very much. I'm with Steve Musciano, the general manager for Aramark here at PNC Park. And I know what you're thinking. When you get a ticket to the ball game, you can watch the game. But that same ticket can get you access to the Hall of Fame Club. So tell us a little bit about the club, Steve, as far as access and what the hours of operation are.
Okay. Well, we built the club basically with the fans in mind. We wanted to make a place that was open to everybody. So we built this wide open space. You can come in 2 hours prior on Monday to Friday, 2.5 hours Saturday and Sunday. And then in addition to that, we have private catering up here. We can host anything up to 350, 400 people for banquets and catering functions.
Entrances to the club out on Federal Street.
Actually, access to the club is both at Federal Street. There's glass doors. We have it at Riverwalk, where we just built a new staircase to come up to the club. And we also have access through our bridges on the first level.
Now, there are tables, dining tables. There are seats at the bar, some seats along the glass. Is it first come, first serve, reservation?
Yeah, pretty much it's first come, first serve. We will take reservations of parties of 25 or more. And you can get those reservations by either calling the Pirates or Aramark at 412-325-4450.
And if you want to continue the celebration after a Pirate win, you can come up here as well.
Oh, absolutely. We stay open after the game, at least a half hour after the game. And we have special drink prices at that time and food prices.
Steve, thanks for the time.
Thank you very much.
Guys, a little bit later, I'm going to talk to the chef and talk about the grub here in the club. Back over to you.
All right, very good stuff. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Steve. You're the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club, just beyond the left field bleacher section.
That last little shot, too, that showed a little outside area they have. We're on the center field end of the Hall of Fame Club.
Popped up. Second baseman Walker. A little patio deck.
Yep, just off there's the stairs going up. And the easy place to get to, and anybody can come in here. And like we were saying earlier, Greg, on a hot day like this, if you're out in the stands and been there for 3 or 4 innings and you're feeling a little overheated, just pop in here for a couple innings.
Use the rotunda.
A lot of different ways to get in. Get in from the street level, come up the elevator. Just one of the many great areas here at this ballpark.
Jammed him. It's a foul
Came
ball.
Off his foot. You could see that right away from out here.
Will Venable.
Pow, right on his toe. Oh, didn't hit his toe.
Will Venable last night, a pinch hitter, delivered a sacrifice fly. Center field, Walker yells for it, and Neil Walker makes the catch.
You see Venable kind of slowing down the bat, a very slow swing, make contact with that off-speed pitch, and the ball just goes nowhere. Nice, easy, just a off balance, kind of reaching type swing that he's just trying to stay back long enough to make contact. So far, a lot of the off-speed pitches that Karstens is throwing are to good effect. A lot of these Padre hitters have been way out in front the first 2 innings.
Bit low to Nick Hundley. Last night, Yervit Torrealba started behind the plate. Two outs. Runner at second base. A leadoff double for Chase Headley. And Karstens trying to work his way out of it. call there for the strike. Again, the slow curve. And Karstens and Mahalam have even Duke to a degree, really trying to slow that thing down. Another weapon for them.
Using it almost like a changeup.
Yeah.
And tonight it's been great for Karstens. We've seen a lot of off-balance swings, getting some swings and misses on it. I mean, that real slow curve is more to get the guys off balance and put a ball in play softly than to actually get a swing and miss. But if it's extremely effective and they're swinging when it's bouncing, then you can use it as a strikeout pitch.
Goes to a slider there.
Yeah, the slider is more of a swing and miss type pitch, a harder breaking ball. Guys that use their curveball as a swing and miss pitch are the guys that really throw the curveball with some velocity. If you're just kind of throwing a big lollipop up there, it's for them to take for a strike or for them to put in play softly.
Blocked by Jaramillo. And Headley took a few steps toward third and decided to hold on. The home plate umpire, Mike DeMuro. Jim Reynolds is the crew chief. He's at first base. Scott Berry at second. And the third base umpire is Bill Welke. He was calling the balls and strikes last night. 2-2, 2 outs with a runner at second. And with a guy like Latos on the mound, you can ill afford to give up any runs. You got to keep it close. And Karstens up to the task. Leadoff double. What a job by Karstens to strand Headley at second base. We're in the Trip Televidia Hall of Fame Club at PNC Park, watching the Bucks and Padres. Injury update. Andrew McCutchen continuing to work out before the game. Getting that right shoulder stretched out. Hoping to return maybe tomorrow. Our injury update thanks to our friends at Allegheny General Hospital Sports Medicine, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Gives the thumbs up. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Little batting practice. And Andrew McCutchen joins us now live in the dugout. Andrew, thanks for joining us. What do you think, tomorrow?
I'm hoping tomorrow. I felt like I could have went today, but they want to make sure. So I'm ready to go and just ready to get back on the field and be out there with the guys.
Hey, Andrew, I wanted to talk to you about something besides being hurt. I don't know if you knew it or not. We're out here in the Hall of Fame Club above the left field bleachers.
You turn out, you can see us up the left field bleachers. We're waiting.
The sun that you have to deal with in the first 2 innings, I never realized how vicious it is. I mean, how do you guys, a low fly ball, I don't know how you catch it.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult those first few innings with that sun being right there. The line drives going from line drives to right center, the line drives to left center, they're pretty hard to catch just because that sun's right there. So just kind of got to battle it out for I don't know, probably 30 minutes or so. I got a lot of guys giving me a lot of stuff right now. They're throwing sunflower seeds.
we see that. And we know who it is. It's Mahalam and Tabata.
Mahalam just got you good with a whole bunch of them there.
It's raining sunflower seeds right now.
Well, we get a whole new appreciation, though, Andrew, for what you guys go through. It's the truth. It's unbelievable here at this ballpark, for, as you say, for the first couple innings.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things you have to battle, but you can just battle out. You can get used to it. So that's what I do. I just go out there and just wear my sunglasses.
You probably don't even really give it all that thought now because you've been out there for so long that it's just something you got to deal with. like Paul Mahalam, you got to deal with him. Hey, actually, you'll probably deal with him after you're done with us. Then you're going to go deal with him, aren't you?
Oh, exactly. I'm going to tell him if he keeps doing it, I'm not going to die for another ball for him. So, but yeah, it's one of those things you kind of get used to after a while. But I'm sure for the opposing team, it might be a little difficult just because it's kind of a new ballpark to them. So, this is something that you have to get acclimated to. So, it's not that bad. You just kind of can't wait for the sun to go away and where you can just take your shades off.
You know, Paul's messing with you, but this is something that I'm really seeing in that dugout. All you young guys coming up now together. Everybody that's been in the minor leagues, you guys are starting to really have a lot of fun with each other, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we are. I mean, very young team, so we go out and we have a lot of fun. You know, there's a bunch of new guys here, so we have a lot of fun with what's going on. And now the bat's starting to come through. Our pitching's always been there for us, and now we're just starting to score some runs and just have a lot of fun. So hopefully we can continue to do that for the rest of this half. And I can't wait to go out there and be a part of it with the guys.
Andrew, we talked to a lot of people around town, and they sense a whole different feeling, regardless of what the wins and loss record is right now. Do you and the rest of your teammates sense that, really, since the All-Star break?
Oh, yeah. We've done some great things ever since the All-Star break, and that's what we did. We just pretty much erased the first half and said there's nothing we could do about it. We didn't have a great first half, but just erase the record. Let's start 0-0, and let's see where we go from here. So that's what we've done, and right now we're doing a great job so far. So hopefully we can continue to keep doing that.
We hope to see you in the lineup tomorrow, Andrew. Thanks a million for being with us tonight.
All right, I appreciate it.
Andrew McCutcheon joining us, and he's going to go deal with Paul Mahalam and Jose Tabata. He said raining sunflower seeds on him. And there's a liner toward left. Caught by Venable after the leadoff walk to Pedro Alvarez. Millage lines out to left.
And how interesting was that for us to watch that line drive, Greg? There he's getting on him now. But that line drive to Millage, I'm looking straight down at it. I can't tell. Is it going to bounce in front of him? Is it going to go over Venable's head? And this is a different perspective on the game, way out here in left field as opposed to where we are behind the plate every night.
We are just above the Looney section. Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club. As Dan Potash talking with Steve about the fact that you don't need a special ticket. Game ticket gets you in here. Watch some of the game, all of the game here before a ball game, grab a bite to eat, or afterward.
And even a night like tonight when basically it's a full house. I mean, the stands are packed just everywhere. There's still not a lot of open seats in here, but there's some tables there toward the back where you can just about always, I'm sure, come in here and at least get a seat somewhere. So if you want to get out of the weather or you just want to come in and enjoy some of their fine food, it's definitely the place to go.
One ball, one strike count on Cedeno. One ball, two strikes. And not just during the game, but they hold events here during the season, after the season. Go call 412-325-4746 or email Ann Elder at ann.elder@pirates.com. Getting to the club, you can use the steps on the Riverwalk to the ballpark, doors on the Federal Street side, bridge from the left field side of the ballpark. Great food, great atmosphere. Patio deck outside. Just by the Allegheny General Hospital Sports Rotunda. Sports Medicine Rotunda. fastball misses as Cedeno trying to be patient. 3-2 count.
What will Alvarez do at first base on this 3-2 pitch? JR have him moving. A lot of things to consider. Is that, you know, the main thing is how much confidence do you have in the hitter getting the bat to the ball? How much of a strikeout risk is there going to be? Alvarez, not a real fast runner. If Cedeno was to strike out, then what you were trying to avoid by starting the runner, which is the double play, is probably going to be a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
The runner goes and it's fouled off.
They're showing a lot of confidence that Cedeno will be able to get bat to the ball and protect Alvarez, get something put in play. And somebody has to respect the fact that Alvarez is running, go cover the bag, so it's going to open up a hole in the infield.
Jeff Bannister, minor league coordinator, is in the dugout next to John Russell tonight. And going on the 3-2 pitch, and it's ball 4, and it's first and second. Nice job by Cedeno, grinding out each at bat here against the tough right-hander Matt Latos. Switch hitting catcher Jason Jaramillo. A couple of former catchers there, John Russell, Jeff Bannister.
Latos is thrown 28 pitches now to this point. Just one out in this inning. Coming off the disabled list, that's probably a very good thing for the Pirates. Get his pitch count elevated, because he might be on a short leash tonight.
Jaramillo, like Bob Walk, using the eye black.
The sun's down now. I took mine off. The sun just slid behind the stadium. We're good now. Anything hit our way, we'll catch it.
Side. 0-2 count on Jaramillo. Matt Latos, again just 22 years old, the native of Alexandria, Virginia. 11th round pick in 2006.
Alexandria, that's just across the river from D.C., isn't it?
Yes, sir. Broken bat bouncer to second, safe call there. Cedeno avoids the attempted tag by Hairston.
Hairston talking it over. Must have thought he made the tag. Did he? I don't know. Tough to see from that angle. Looks like the umpire, though, is in a perfect spot to see it. I mean, he's looking right down at it.
Second base umpire Scott Berry.
We'll see if Carstens can help himself out. That could be a nice big play, not getting that tag on Cedeno. If Carstens is able to find a hole with a ground ball.
Ball 1. Leadoff walk here to Alvarez to start the second. Millage lined out to left. Cedeno drew the free pass. And now the Jaramillo ground out. 2-minute scoring position if Carstens can find a way. Ground ball to the shortstop. 6-3 on the putout. Cabrera to Gonzalez. Pirates leave a couple. We played 2. It's 0-0. Accentuated by a beautiful AGH cam. The AGH cam provides us with a totally different look.
That's the deck we've been talking about. That's the deck right off the side of the Hall of Fame Club. You can see the view they have of the city, the bridge. And if you look to your right, you get a great view of the action out on the field.
What a night out.
I tell you, this is a fabulous facility up here. There's the steps leading from the bleachers up into the Hall of Fame Club.
Back to work for Karstens, facing the switch hitting shortstop Everett Cabrera. 8-9 hitters.
And no score for the first couple innings. It's just kind of what we thought would happen with these two pitchers. It seemed like Karstens not due for a real fine one. You mentioned how good he was the first 4 innings of his last start. And the Padres, even though they're a first place team, they do it with pitching. They cannot score a lot of runs.
6-3 on the putout. Cedeno. Visit the official online shop of the Pirates at Pirates.com. Browse the largest selection of official gear, including the latest apparel, nostalgic memorabilia, and authentic classics for the whole family. Get your gear from the official source, the Pirates.com shop. Accept no substitutes. Now the pitcher Latos will come to the plate against the man on the mound, Jeff Karstens, who is a San Diego native. 2000 grad of Mount Miguel High School in Spring Valley, California, where he was a catcher on the baseball team. Also his team's MVP in 2000, earned first team all-conference, second team all San Diego accolades. Jeff Karstens.
Got a note here, Greg. Kevin Wesley, Bear, and Jen want to have a shout out to Clarence, PA.
All right.
Up by State College somewhere. Kevin wants to tell everybody in Clarence that he's here tonight having a great time. He was up in the Hall of Fame Club.
Outstanding. We might talk to some folks here. We get an extra microphone at some point. Pitcher Latos hit a home run. His first of his big league career against the Washington Nationals. He has 6 hits and 28 at-bats this season.
Kind of reminds me of Kerry Wood a little bit. His size, his stuff. You know, Kerry Wood when he was with the Cubs starting before all the injury problems. The Padres may have their hands on a similar type player. Hopefully Latos will be able to stay away from the injuries that Kerry Wood couldn't stay away from.
Strike 3 is called on him. So through the order once, Karstens has allowed 1 hit, has struck out 3. And back to the top of the order, and Jerry Hairston Jr. An amazing story Jeff Karstens is. You consider, and you probably know the story by now, that he was taken off the roster, designated for assignment, so anybody in baseball could have signed him. Nobody else did, so the Pirates re-signed him to a minor league contract. They invited him to spring training, and he pitched in every imaginable scenario, whether it be a start, a middle relief outing, late, back-to-back games, whatever. But when the year began, he was sent to the minors, not even part of the 25-man roster. And then injuries creeped up on the Pirates, so they dipped down to the minor leagues, and Karstens gets a little bit of a break there. The ball was just fouled.
A little jam shot just creeped to the other side of the chalk. But Greg, you know what you're talking about is why it's so important for Neil Huntington and the rest of the baseball operations folks. Every winter they have to scan all the minor league free agents all the time and find guys like Jeff Karstens, who maybe is going to come on a little later than everybody thought, and somebody maybe in another organization has given up on somebody like a Jeff Karstens. Because if you look around baseball, they're out there every year. There's somebody comes out of nowhere, and you think, wow. I mean, look at Garrett Jones.
Absolutely.
That's a perfect example of, he was given up on by an organization, and we were fortunate enough Neil Huntington and his group smart enough to go out and grab him.
And they're not going to hit on every one, but it is important to go ahead and sign as many as you can. Some aren't going to, but I was talking to Brandon Moss today, who's now driven in 60 runs at AAA Indianapolis. Here's a guy a forgotten man to a degree. A base hit through the left side of the infield. A 2-out single for Jerry Hairston. Brandon Moss drove in 6 runs last night at AAA Indy. Again, any team in baseball could have gotten him when he was sent down to the minor leagues at spring training. Nobody else did. Pirates optioned him down there. He had a great attitude. And he made mention of that. Look at Garrett Jones. Look at these other guys. So you cannot give up. The player can't give up, and the organization can't give up.
I kind of can look at myself a little bit too. I mean, not only was I taken off a roster, I was released, and then I was lucky enough that the Pirates offered me a job after that. I was in my mid-20s. I mean, I can't remember exactly how old I was at the time, 25, 26, something like that, and it worked out for me here. It didn't work out in Atlanta. But there are so many people out there, so many players that are in that similar boat that somewhere they're going to get a chance. Well, I thought we might get an out call over here.
Very close.
There's a replay again. Karstens with a perfect throw. Look how good the throw was. But what I'm trying to say is the Karsten story is great, but it happens a lot in baseball where somebody is not in the picture and they come out of nowhere and surprise everyone.
Jerry Hairston Jr., he has stolen 7, caught 5 times.
Like he's leaning, huh?
Bunted foul by DeNorfia. Karstens wants to get DeNorfia and not face Adrian Gonzalez with 2 men on. Karstens as a starting pitcher this year, 2 wins, 5 losses, a 4.67 ERA, his 13th start tonight, 19th appearance. Pitch out, but the runner not going.
Hairston going back in first base on his stomach. He thought Jaramillo was going to come after him. Jaramillo just faking that throw down to first base. Looking in at Varsho to see what Pirates want him to do. And throw that curveball.
Falls behind DeNorfia, 2-1.
There's Varsho. You see him going through the signs. Those are for Jaramillo. Didn't give him anything because we're going to throw a slider. He's not calling pitches. He's calling pickoff throws, step offs, pitch outs. That's what he's calling. Is the slider. Remember I said the harder breaking balls, your swing and miss pitch. Try it again.
Oh, dandy. Got him. 4 strikeouts for Jeff Karstens. Doing great work early on as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. San Diego nothing, Pittsburgh nothing here at PNC Park. Hall of Fame.
The Loonies, they're out.
How about that? The Loonies left their perches. The left field bleachers, they're stopping by and
cooling off.
Having a good old time.
Bellying up to the bar.
Yes, sir.
I'm going over there, Greg. I'll see you.
I know it. Jose Tabata singled to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Pirates have had 3 men through the first 2 frames against Matt Latos. And Latos falls behind 2-0. Hard to right center.
That's real hard.
Opposite field home run for Jose Tabata. The trip to the Media Hall of Fame club erupts as Tabata goes oppo. How about that shot?
I really think there's going to be, some more of those tonight too. The conditions are just really nice for the long ball. And what a great view from where we're at to watch that ball just accelerate almost out of here. Look how hard that ball was hit. Put a watch on that one. Got out of here in a hurry.
Tabata's second, and that ends a stretch, a phenomenal stretch for the pitcher Latos, having not given up a home run. There's a line drive down the right field line and just foul.
Not by much. Take a look at our AGH cam on the swing. Good contact. I guess that was pretty obvious by where the ball landed. Excellent contact. Yeah, we talked earlier about how bad he wants to have a great game tonight. He wants to be the man. He wants to be star of the game tonight. Last night that hurt him a little bit.
It did not sit well with Tabata.
No, he does not want to be the guy that you can look at and say, well, he's one of the reasons we didn't win tonight. That does not sit well with him at all.
Line drive, home run. The other way. We talked about the job that Latos had done. He had not given up a home run since June the 10th against the New York Mets. Safe Auto Insurance reminds you you're safe at home with Safe Auto, proudly supporting the Obadiah Cole Foundation for prostate cancer screening and awareness. Early detection is the cure. Ground ball to Gonzalez for the out. The other day he was trying to rub his arms there on Alvarez's back to help some of that power and strength rubs off on me. Like a genie.
Now he's going to be talking to Alvarez like that. I want to see you drive one like that to the opposite field. Drive one the other way. That was an impressive shot.
.40 consecutive innings plus before allowing another home run for Latos. Barrel Automotive League leaders, Barrel.com, definitely worth the click. There you see Major League leaders the last 10 days. Neil Walker leads everybody. One ball, one strike on Neil Walker. 1-0 lead on the Tabata line drive home run. In the dirt.
No, he didn't go. Yeah, maybe he did. that was a pretty good swing. I've always said though, those dark colored bats, you get away with more check swings than you do with the light ones. The umpires just can't see that bat as well as you can with the old-fashioned flame-treated ash bats. And that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. That's why they've become so popular. Because Aren't the other bats much prettier, Greg? The flame treated. See
no
the
doubt.
grain. So why else would you use a painted one?
Yep.
To try and give
Makes all
yourself
the
an
sense
edge.
in the world.
Try and
Absolutely.
give yourself an edge. See Neil strike out an awful lot. These bleachers here in front of us are really filling up. You notice that?
Yeah.
A few places to sit in the first couple innings. But now that that sun has gone down there, got all kinds of people filling in all the bleacher seats. Going to be a big crowd here tonight when it's all said and done. Steve Miller Band is going to have their concert after the game.
In the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Garrett Jones, who struck out in the first. Bounce to the right side. And Jones reaches.
A little infield hit. They all add up the same.
Deflection off Latos. By then it was over.
If he just lets that go, I think it's going to be
the play?
Yeah, I think he's going to make the play.
See, maybe that's why Latos reacted like he did, like, oh no, I can't believe I just did that.
Just knocked it down. Okay, let's see if Pedro can answer Jose's boast.
First baseman makes the play. Gonzalez retires Alvarez. Leadoff man Jose Tabata hits the home run. The other night, it was Tabata checking out the guns on Alvarez. Tonight, Tabata is the muscle man early. Not too far away from where Tabata went deep.
That's where Big Yellow sits every game, right there.
And the parrot's got the big binoculars, huh? He's ready to go. Tabata, the home run, gives the Pirates the 1-0 lead. Now their big man, Adrian Gonzalez, who's hit 20 homers, 8th most in the league.
He made Gonzalez look pretty bad that first at bat with a lot of slow stuff. Now it's does Gonzalez make a big adjustment? If he does, the big adjustment will be, he will totally let Karstens have the fastball and just sit slow. Karstens would then need to check that out.
Oh, skips past Alvarez playing the shortstop position because of the overshift. And let's go back over again just to our left shoulder. Dan Potash here.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. Of course, everyone here tonight for the Pirates and Padres, but after the game, a post-game concert with the Steve Miller Band. Now, guys, I'm sure you're fans of the Steve Miller Band. So am I. But how about the Buccos? Are they fans of Steve Miller?
Growing up, I listened to him just from my parents, playing it. And, there's a lot of their songs I like. Two of them that I can think about right now are Joker and Fly Like an Eagle. So that's going to be kind of cool to hear.
Yeah, I like that one. Fly like an eagle, right to the sea, right?
Anytime, we have a good band come into PNC, it's always packed, and it's a fun night, so it's going to be exciting.
And, guys, you should also remember, since we're in the Hall of Fame Club, that sometimes they have post-game concerts here. If I'm correct, not too long ago, Pittsburgh's own Donnie Iris was here.
You are correct. He was just a couple of weekends ago. The place was jammed. Donnie Iris had this place rocking. Hey, Danny P., how about Neil Walker, man? That's pretty good stuff, isn't it?
It's all good stuff.
Fly Like an Eagle, he was right on it.
Rock Me?
Neil Walker, yeah.
Fly like an eagle.
He needed a little help, though, dude.
Yeah, he did. Well,
I'm
just trying to be.
Like an eagle.
Yeah, Bob's a little jealous.
He made a little help, too, there, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's all in good fun.
Because he sang the national anthem throughout the first pitch before the game. And as Dan Potash said, and Evan Meek and Neil Walker and all the Pirates, it is a special night. Any night here at PNC Park, when you have an event like this, the place is packed, and the Pirates have been playing great baseball when they have 30,000 or more here the last 2 years. It's been incredible, their record.
And their record in front of the big crowds has definitely been great this year. Off to a good start tonight. Hopefully that will continue. The fans we talked to before we got set up here today, almost everybody just kept mentioning how exciting they are.
Yep.
Or how excited they are to watch the young players that have now been brought up that they've been hearing about over the last couple of seasons. And it's really going to be an interesting last couple months of the season for not only us, the players, but the fans too. Because this is something that they've been waiting on for a while, and so far so good, especially as McCutcheon said earlier, since the All-Star break, they have really kind of kicked it in gear and are playing much better baseball, especially on the offensive side.
By the way, just looking at that record, the last 2 years, when the Pirates have drawn 30,000 or more here at PNC Park, they are 13-3. 13-3. Last 2 years, 30,000 or more. The Bucks love playing in front of a big crowd. Bounce to second. There's 1, 2. Walker to Cedeno, to Jones.
Nice and easy, but we're looking right down that baseline, Greg, and you can see the runner coming in on Cedeno, and just watch Cedeno as he drops down and throws it right over his head, just clearing his helmet. You're a long way from the ballpark up, or from the infield up here, but still, you can really see an awful lot that you don't get to see up there.
Well, we're seeing Jeff Karstens, through 4 innings, lead the San Diego Padres 1-0.
Pirates baseball on FSN Pittsburgh is brought to you by AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day.
Pirates leading it 1-0. Bottom of the fourth. Millage, Cedeno, Jaramillo against Matt Latos. Jose Tabata's home run led off the third. Millage lined out to left field in the second.
The ball girls that have been down the line this year have really been pretty talented.
Yeah.
The softball players from the local colleges.
Millage down on strikes. And he'll be retired as the ball was in the dirt.
There's not very many balls getting out on that field this year. Making all the plays.
Yeah. AT&T trivia question. AT&T Mobility, rethink possible. Matt Stairs has played 18 seasons in the major leagues. How many different teams has he played for?
You can't have a trivia question, put the answer in the question.
That's it, huh?
I don't know.
You might be right. It's probably close.
It's going to be a bunch.
It's double digits, that's for sure. How many teams and extra credit?
If you name
the teams, yeah.
I'm just going to call it an even dozen.
Well, grounded into left field. Base hit for Cedeno.
Our AGH cam, we're going to see that swing again. Just a beautiful flowing type thing.
Bob, you know what? If you were having trouble with the trivia question, we could probably ask some fans around here for some help.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, Paul Rennie,
I think they would
was
all be
here earlier,
though.
and his son Lucas. Paul Rennie and Lucas. Bill Olasak of Johnstown, PA, is here, and I think he might even be trying to help us with the one of the promos. Trying to become a promo reader.
That's a tough job. Just ask Glass.
Yeah.
Steve had a couple of days of promo reading. Take a look at the replay. See that fastball inside just kind of tying up Jaramillo.
One ball, one strike to count.
Well, Jaramillo was thinking about this. You know, he gets sent down to get more at bats and then came right back up. But what is it? August 6th is the target date.
Yep.
That he would most likely be going right back down. So it's kind of a tough situation for him. But he's going to do what he can do. Let the cards fall where they may.
Runner going in the dirt, skips into behind the second base bag, and Cedeno is in.
Not a good toss. Cedeno looking over his shoulder. He knew he was going to be out by a significant amount, but then the ball was in the dirt, not handled. You can see by the slow-mo cam that the dirt was flying down there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Cedeno's 9th steal, caught just once. See if the Pirates can scratch out another run against Latos.
Latos really works over that gum, doesn't he?
He does. Latos since May the 7th has gone 9-1 with a 1.46 ERA coming into tonight.
Tying him up again inside. For such a big guy with good stuff, he really has pretty fine control. You see him move the ball up and down, in and out. Walks have not been a problem for him.
Hit toward left. Our way. Catch made by Venable. Cedeno will tag and go to third. Well, we get a real good look at that too, don't we?
Yep.
What an angle.
I think Venable kind of caught that ball back on his heels a little. That's the view we just had of that play. But Venable, I think, caught that ball going back. He was in no position to put any kind of a good throw into third.
See where most guys stand.
Yeah, that's the Orion Braun spot. I don't think Braun moved for 4 days. Little late. Fastball. Second time that Karsten's been up in a position where he could help himself with a base hit.
Another one.
Fastball's got some giddy up on it.
On the gun. And he takes care of his mound opponent. And the Pirates have had action against Latos in each inning, and of course the home run by Tabata the difference so far through 4 innings. Automotive this day in baseball history. It was on this date, July 24th, 1983, the Pine Tar game. George Brett hits the home run. Billy Martin says, wait a minute, there's too much pine tar on it. Home plate umpire crew chief Tim McClellan, who is still umpiring to this day, calls Brett out, and Brett comes out of the dugout enraged. They would eventually rule in his favor. The commissioner would essentially overturn that call, and they would replay it later. And Bud Black was a Royal, teammate of George Brett's. And actually started that game. Bud Black has spent time with the Royals, the Indians, Blue Jays.
Frisco a little bit, maybe?
Giants, yep. Parts of, I think, 4 seasons or so with the Giants. Nothing lead. Will Venable, followed by Nick Hundley and Everett Cabrera against Karstens.
Well, Karstens' last time out, this is where he started having some problems. He was absolutely fantastic first 4 innings, pretty much like he's been tonight. Let's see how it goes now. It's just in the mid 60s on pitches. I think I just saw 66 up on the. 57. 57 pitches, 66. That was the speed.
And this guy's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Delwyn Young. Tom Zillig of Greensburg, PA, is here at the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club. Tom's going to, I think, go to work for us.
Not yet, Tom. Not yet, Tom.
Good. Take a look at it. Take a look at it.
Can you hear the guy talking to us in our ear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pirate fans, take advantage of a special ticket offer for tomorrow's game against the Padres. Simply text Sunday to 61592 for a special offer. Again, text Sunday to 61592. Grab your cell phone and act right now. Come on out to the ballpark.
Wow, you're right.
Yeah, see? There's the throw. Venable in there.
Bob said,
I said earlier,
get Tom out of here. Tom could do a better job than you do on promo reading, and Bob, you were correct.
Yeah.
Great job, Tom.
Thank you very much.
What do you think of the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club? This is
Loving
place,
it. First time in here.
Isn't this awesome?
Let's go get down here. Best ticket in town.
Isn't it?
It really is.
You go out and watch a game for a little bit, then come in here and just relax and get out of the heat a little.
Good young team. When these guys are in the World Series, you're going to be sorry you weren't here now.
I love the jersey, too. That's looking good.
Thank you.
A little old school action. Blast would be proud of you.
Great job, Tom. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Tom Zillig from Greensburg.
Thank you, Tom.
One of many folks up here in the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club, part of what looks to be a sellout crowd. And this atmosphere, as Tom said, I mean, that was genuine enthusiasm. It's the first time he had been out here, and you really do get a different look. And you don't, as we said, can't stress this enough, you don't need a special ticket. Your game ticket gets you in here.
You can see how easy it is to be a promo reader. Too.
I know. You proved your point.
We could grab somebody else.
You proved your point. Bob has always said anybody could do that.
Well, heck, Steve did it for 2 days.
That's right. Steve will not hear back from you on that one.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a problem here. Nobody out, man on second. 3-0 count.
And a strike.
And a nice 3-0 strike. Kind of that up and in area there on the strike zone. A little borderline, but 3-0, you're almost always going to get a close one on a 3-0 call. It's like the umpire's going to try and do you a favor.
Yep. And a tap to the left side, and the runner is going to move to third as Alvarez has to hurry and does get Hundley.
It just worked as a bunt, just like as if he would have dropped the sacrifice bunt down. Fine play, really, when you think about it, for Alvarez to come in and quickly get that ball to first base. He's not playing in looking for anything like this. He had to come a long way for it. And Greg, I have been surprised at how well Alvarez has played third base.
I agree. I am too.
My expectations, because of the questions about, well, where is he going to play when he gets here? You know, he might have to move to first. So I guess I really wasn't expecting a lot, but I think he's done a great job.
I agree. I think the expectations were essentially so low because of the reports that we had heard. And yeah, there was questions about his defense, but he's not been spectacular. But at times he makes some really above-average plays.
That was an excellent above-average play he just made.
And to tell you, the arm that he has, I mean, what a gun.
Well, the infield is now in on the edge of the grass. They're going to try and cut this tying run off at the plate with 1 out.
Carlos Garcia and Jeff Bannister now. Garcia, the Pirates' first base coach, and we mentioned Jeff Bannister, a former Pirate minor leaguer.
Cabrera looked like he took a little peek down at third base. When I saw that, anytime you see something like that, is that like a signal to the runner, like, hey, I'm going to lay down a bunt here, be ready?
Wonder.
I mean, you never know. You watch these things, and every time you see something a little different, it's like, oh, what was that for? Normally, you don't see somebody as he's doing that right there. All of a sudden, look down at third.
And he delivers. Everett Cabrera to tie it at 1. Cabrera been kind of a thorn in the side of the Pirates. Last year, 6 hits and 17 at bats. On base 3 times last night. A .206 hitter.
A pitch that was down and away, and he made contact with it almost right over the top of the plate. He waits for that ball to get deep into the strike zone. And just tries to hit a line drive basically toward right center field and accomplish that. In his mind, that's what he is thinking. He's picking out a gap, saying, okay, line drive that way. And the reason you do that is if you're thinking line drive, say, to right field, you're basically going to be out there on a fastball. And if you get something slow, now you're going to look silly, one of those off-balance swings, and maybe just tap a little bouncer right to the second baseman. So you have to think, hit the ball to the opposite gap.
Latos trying to lay one down as he looks down at third base coach Glenn Hoffman.
Ideally, he would try to bunt this ball toward Garrett Jones. Garrett has to hold the runner on, so he should be the last man in, obviously. So that's the direction that the bunter always tries to go in this situation. He jabbed at that. He just kind of punched at it. I've always thought, Greg, that, and I think it really is a smart way to go about it, is you think about trying to catch the ball with the end of the bat. Like the bat is just like a glove, an extension off your hand. And if you're going to try and catch the ball, you don't ever jab at it as the ball's coming in. You always let the ball come to your glove. Same thing with bunting. Let the ball come to the bat. And to do that, obviously, you got to have the bat out there to begin with.
Karsten's ahead of him 0-2.
You see a pickoff throw, it looks like.
Showing bunt the whole way.
We were talking earlier about Jaramillo. He looks in at Varsho. Varsho gives his signs, and he's not calling pitches. He's calling pitch outs. He's calling the pickoff throws.
One ball, 2 strikes with Cabrera at first in a tie game now. Cabrera brought home Venable.
See Jaramillo looking in. He's got his sign now, if there was one. It's a fastball away. Set up on just off the plate. That's where Carson's going to try and throw it.
Swinging away now. And they get one. And they get two. They took off the bunt with 2 strikes. And the pitcher bounces into an inning-ending double play. But the Padres have tied it at the halfway mark.
Hey, you don't understand why they do that. Don't let those pitchers swing. Got to make them bunt.
Our subject for the AT&T Mobility Trivia question, rethink possible, former Pirate Matt Stairs has played 18 seasons in the major leagues. How many different teams has he played for? Bob said, now you can't put the answer in the question. 18, that many? Well, we know the Padres and the Pirates are 2. How about 12?
That's an even dozen, isn't it?
Yeah. 5 years with the A's,
right
1
again.
with the Pirates, and boy, he loved it here. He loved that short porch in right field. Very popular in a short amount of time, and popular anywhere he has gone. Canadian native Matt Stairs.
One of the great things that I ever remember about him, I was doing an interview with him, and we're talking about the hitting and different things he tries to do, and I was talking about they always play you to pull. Do you ever, like with 2 strikes, try to slap one the other way, do this, do that? He goes, every time I swing the bat, I try to hit the ball in the river. That is what I'm trying to do. Every time I go to the plate, I want to hit the ball in the river.
You love that attitude and you love the honesty.
That's what I get, because that's what I'm getting paid to do. I'm not out here for my defense. I'm not out here to hit for average. I'm out here to put the ball over the fence, and I want to put it in the river. And I thought, wow, that's you're right, honesty. That's not like the usual safe answer that you get when you talk about guys hitting. I mean, he put it right out there. I'm looking to pull, and I'm looking to hit it right over the top of those right field stands, and I want to hear that it went in the water. I really like Matt Stairs. I thought he was a
great guy.
Good guy to have on the club.
And great guy to have on the club. Solid baseball player and a power threat from the left side. Montreal, Boston. Mentioned the years with Oakland. Played a year in Chicago, Milwaukee. Pirates in 2003. Good years with the Royals, Texas, Detroit, the Toronto Blue Jays. So the Canadian native played in both Canadian cities. And before this season, he spent about 1.5 years with the Philadelphia Phillies.
I bet you he'll love playing there. That home run ballpark. I think maybe.
Speaking of home runs,
maybe.
Yes! DY goes deep. Pee Wee gives the Bucks back the lead. His 5th. A 2-1 game.
Now time to check out tonight's Coors Light Cold Hard Blast. And here it is. Breaking ball off-speed pitch. Delwy eats those alive. And there it goes. Up, up, up. Right over the Clemente wall. That's the Cold Hard Blast, brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. I'm refreshed now. We got the lead back.
Hit toward left and over to make the catch, Venable.
Now take a look at this home run pitch again. I'm pretty sure this is a breaking ball, isn't it, Greg?
Looks like it. Or it could have been I was going to say it might have been a changeup, but regardless.
Well, off-speed pitch, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And Delwy just eats up off-speed pitches. He really has that great approach to where he is not going to get out there and be out in front on that sort of thing. Do you remember the Strasburg home run?
Yeah.
He's throwing 98, 99, 100, firing that ball in and threw him a changeup. He wasn't way out in front. Boom, he put it over the fence.
Now this ball hit in the air to left, and that will drop in front of Venable. Garrett Jones single.
Now, Delwyn has that approach to where it doesn't matter how hard the guy throws, he's not going to change. He's not going to try and speed up the bat and get out there and pull that hard fastball. He's going to keep within himself and do what he does well.
There he is.
And when he gets that off-speed pitch, bam, he's right there on time with it.
Delwy with home run number 5.
Delwy, you like that?
Well, we called him DY.
I like Delwy.
Since his arrival. His friends tell us, growing up in the LA area, we've had some guys, hey, you got to call him by his boyhood nickname, Pee-wee, but I like Delwy. Popped up, and Venable makes the catch. Well, no matter what you call him, you have to like this swing because it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead.
Delwy, you got it.
And we are broadcasting inside the Trip Total Media Hall of Fame Club, and I'm joined by Rich Montini, the executive head chef at PNC Park. And when you come to the club, you can get the hot dogs and peanuts, but you can get some of these cool items, and they do look very good. Tell me about what else is on the menu.
Okay, what we have here, we have a seared ahi tuna with a wasabi risotto cake and a little bit of seaweed salad. We like to cover all bases here at the Hall of Fame Club. We do all your hot dogs, your hamburgers, your nachos, your standard ballpark style food, but we like to give it something else. We like to do something for everybody. If they want to come in, have a nice sit-down dinner, we offer a lot of specials. For instance, we have a nice tomato romaine, Roma tomato salad with some fresh basil and some mint. It's really nice on a hot summery day. It's really, really refreshing. We like to offer several different desserts throughout the year. We have an apple cranberry bread pudding. These are all made in-house. We have a nice veggie toaster for those vegetarians out there. It's a whole wheat ciabatta, just some grilled marinated vegetables with a little gorgonzola melted on top. We like to do everything for everybody.
How often do you change the menu up?
We change the menu almost once a year, but we have a lot of leeway. We like to offer a lot of specials throughout the year. Whatever we get in fresh, whatever we get in seasonally, we like to offer it as a special.
So I'm having a private party, and I decide that I want to invite X amount of people, but I want to get different stuff on the menu. Can you cater to that as well?
Absolutely. It's very common for us, for someone to come in, booking a wedding. They say, well, I like these options. What can you do for this? We create menus for weddings almost weekly. So if the bride comes in and says, oh, I like this, I can say, all right, well, we could do this for you with this special sauce. So we accommodate everybody.
Rich, thanks for the time.
No problem. Thank you.
Guys, this is for you right here.
We'll take it.
Chocolate cake.
Mr. Blass will get nothing.
You know what I'm thinking? It didn't really make that for anybody. They made it to show everybody what they have. So nobody really has any claim. Miss it? No, who's got a claim on it? Nobody. No. So I think we could make a move on it in between innings here. I think that is ours. We'll cut it right down the middle.
There you go. Now a runner at second as Pedro Alvarez misplays the Hairston bouncing ball into a two-base error.
And we were bragging on his defense earlier, but that one there he should have had, or I think probably had enough time to get over and at least knock that ball down, and then it wouldn't have been a two-base error. It would have probably gone as a one-base error, kept the ball in front of you. And who knows, if you get a nice bounce or it comes right up and hits you in the chest and falls right in front of you, might even still get the out. But he played that off to the side, couldn't come up with it, and went down the line for two bases.
You see Denorfia trying to bunt, not happy with the high strike call from Mike DeMuro on that curveball from Karstens. Karstens has had to work from the stretch in each of the last 5 innings after a 1-2-3 first, but he's held the fort. And now, with Adrian Gonzalez on deck, they're looking to get that man to third somehow, at the very least. Jerry Hairston Jr. singled in the third and now reaches on the two-base error here in the sixth with no one out, and the Bucks up by a 2-1 score. It's a 2-1 count on Denorfia. Now it's 3-1. Actually looking as though Bud Black is asking Denorfia to sacrifice. See what he does here in a 3-1 count.
They have such dominant pitching. Their bullpen is excellent. That he possibly could even be playing for a tie, even though they're on the road, because he has so much faith in the pitching, maybe not giving up any more runs. Normally you don't do that when you're the road team. You try and play for a lead. You wouldn't bunt a tying run over, but perhaps that was what Black had in mind.
Karstens didn't really give him anything to bunt, so he gives up the free pass. Team up with the Pirates and FSN for T-shirt night, Thursday, August 5th. Buccos take on the Colorado Rockies. All fans in attendance receive a Pirates T-shirt courtesy of FSN. For more information, visit pirates.com. It's another T-shirt Thursday. It's FSN T-shirt night, August the 5th, against the Colorado Rockies.
I think that T-shirt Thursday is really picking up steam as we get through the season. Getting some bigger and bigger crowds on Thursdays. I know that last T-shirt they gave away, that was a crowd pleaser.
Over
the pirate ship across.
Huge walk-up sale for it. So make sure you get your tickets for that FSN t-shirt night, August the 5th. And now a big time battle with first and second, no one out. And Adrian Gonzalez at the plate.
Well, the one thing I've noticed, we can't see the bullpen as well as we normally can, but I can see where the catcher would stand, and there nobody doing anything.
Out off to the right by Adrian Gonzalez.
A nice pickup down the line by the ball girl. Meek kind of just getting loose a little bit. Not getting loose throwing, but just walking around, stretching out.
Well, he is some kind of player, Gonzalez. A base hit to drive in a run. His second hit of the ball game ties it, and still no one out, first and third.
Kind of a little bit surprised with nobody out that they would go ahead and run, but they sent him, and he scored. The ball was hit fairly well as it got through the infield quickly. 2 quick hops, and it was out there. No hesitation. Throw just a little bit to the first base side of home plate. Our AGH cam showing Hairston just focused on that plate, wondering what he might have to do to score. Wide slide, reach back, try to go through the guy. You never know. As you're coming around third, that thought is always in your mind. How close is this going to be? What's the catcher going to try to do? Is he going to try and set up a roadblock? Is he going to go for a sweep tag? How's my fastest way going to be to the plate?
Also saw Chase Headley, who's now at the plate,
giving
trying
him
to
some
direct
help.
him.
That's the job of the on plate or on deck hitter. You become a coach.
And the man who is manning the AGH cam, Rick Rhodes. Maul, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Maul. Doing a heck of a job. I'd say the little video thing that he has to watch is a little different than the other cameras, it looks like.
And this ball into right field to give the Padres the lead. It'll be first and third again.
Good job by Delwai getting over there, cutting that ball off before it got in the corner. Kept it just a single. Breaking pitch. Now it looks like the Pirate bullpen is going. Young over and quickly spun and put a throw into second base.
Just past the outstretched glove of Garrett Jones on the AGH cam. Well, the error opened the door, two-base error, and then DeNorfia was trying to bunt Hairston to third, playing essentially for one run, but Karstens walked DeNorfia. That was awfully costly. Back-to-back RBI singles, Gonzalez and Headley, and the runner goes from first to second. And it's a stolen base for Headley, his 13th.
Daniel didn't like the call. He thought he tagged him in time. Arguing with the umpire a little bit. But that goes to no avail. See if Cedeno did get him. It was a quick tag on his backside, but Headley might have had that hand in there. At least that's what the umpire says. Yeah, I think he had the left hand is on the bag almost exactly when that tag hit him. Very, very much a bang play.
Popped up. Alvarez makes the catch. Runners have to hold. And that's one out. It's second and third. And the Padres with the lead.
Well, we caught a little break there. A pop fly with a runner at third base. That was Lopez in the bullpen, wasn't
yes.
it? Earlier we showed. Lopez, the lone left-hander for the Pirates in the pen.
They're going to walk Venable intentionally and face the right-hand hitting catcher, Nick Hundley. This will load them up.
You're looking to get that double play ball from the catcher.
Hundley has struck out and grounded to third base in his first 2 at-bats against Jeff Karstens.
Karstens has thrown 89 pitches to this point, and that's something that we've seen, I think, from Jeff, is that he's not really getting up very far in his pitch count game after game. That right around the 90 spot is where they start thinking that he might be done. That's where he's at now.
Fly ball to center field.
Should score a run, you would think.
Tabata sets up for a throw.
Going to go to third with it.
And the sacrifice fly plates the 4th run of the game for the San Diego Padres. Their lead is now 2 runs.
Karstens, to this point, and we talked about this quite extensively early in the ball game, has kind of come out of nowhere to be a pretty big part of that starting rotation this year. But obviously, the ERA is in the high 4s. There's still some work to be done for him these last couple of months. And the 2 areas, I think, he needs to get a little deeper into ball games, get to where he can throw 110, 115 pitches effectively, where there is no fatigue question whatsoever. And like tonight, he's been able to do this, keep the ball in the ballpark. The home runs, cut those down. The last 2 months, I think that's the 2 areas where you would like to see him improve, because everything else has been pretty good. He's been very good at throwing strikes with all of his pitches, slow curve, slider, change-up, fastball. He has command of just about everything, and he uses them very well.
There's Joe Kerrigan with Eric Kratz. Cabrera, the RBI single in the 5th. That tied the game at 1. Delwyn Young's home run gave the Bucks the lead again. But here in the 6th inning, a 3 spot. Falls behind him 3-0. Takes the strike. Before last night, Cabrera had walked just 9 times unintentionally, but he walked twice in last night's game. Three and 2 on Everett Cabrera.
Even though he was in a 3-1 count, very much a hitter's count, and Karstens still good enough to just finesse in that curveball of his for a strike. And that's what I was talking about, having command of more than one pitch, being able to throw multiple pitches, especially off-speed pitches, for strikes and hitters' counts. That's probably the main thing you have to do to be a pitcher at this level. When it's 3-1, 2-0, there still needs to be some doubt in that hitter's mind as to what he's going to get. He can't just be able to sit on fastball and get it 90% of the time.
And he chases for the strikeout. 8 men come to the plate in the top of the 6th inning. Padres now lead the Bucks 4-2. To Charlotte, Altoona trails Trenton 1-0. Brandon Jones, who started the year at AAA, now at AA Altoona, 1 for 3 with a double. And Dunedin beats Bradenton 10-5. Jordan Newton 1 for 3 with a homer and 2 ribbies. In Game 2, Dunedin leads Bradenton 2-0. As we mentioned earlier, we talked to Brandon Moss this afternoon for an interview. What is this guy doing? But Brandon Moss is on a tear. 60 runs batted in at AAA Indianapolis. Top 5 in the International League. Well, Bob has left the desk, and he's just going around. He might have been going after that cake. So you never know you're going to be here. There it is. It's right. Oh, it's within arm's length. Don't show him. Oh. Camera caught him. Here at the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club. Uh-oh, that man will not be happy. Look at that. Look at that.
What do you think,
huh? Steve?
Hey, we got to cut it in half, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could just pull it in half. How messy would our fingers get?
Who cares? Obviously, Bob doesn't. Now, that'll really make Glass jealous.
That's really good.
Hit the other way, and foul as Millage tries to work his way on. Yep, there we are. Look at this. Uh-oh, he's checking it out. He doesn't like it. Oh, he's going to leave the radio booth. He's on his way. He can't have that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
How good is that?
It's good.
As Glass says, it's not too good, it's 10 good.
You know what'd be better? 3 runs.
Yes. Yep.
This cake is going to get us 3 runs. You know, this was a real good night to wear a white shirt, wasn't it?
Perfect. Miller's down on strikes.
Hope Lori's not watching the game tonight.
Oh, no, I'm sure she won't be. No, she's not watching. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know,
But what else? What are you supposed to do? Oh, well, I guess you could have used a fork. Yeah.
Tola must have came by. There's 2 forks.
Oh, my.
All I need now is a good cup of coffee.
That's on its way now. Oh, he's only been here. He's always one step ahead of you.
Always one step ahead. That's why he's my mentor.
I know.
That's why he's my mentor. Hey, you're the boss.
You are the boss. Ground ball left side,
Tough
deep,
play,
short.
tough play.
Oh, he loves the head first dive, and he'll go to second now as the throw from Cabrera skipped past first. Some changes defensively we'll get to.
You know, wonder why Gonzalez didn't leave the bag and try to go get that ball. I mean, he just stood at the bag and watched it. I didn't, you know, maybe it was so wide, you know, from our view. But when he sees that there's no chance, why isn't he running after it? You know what? I think now, from this view, I can see why he didn't run after it. That ball would have been closer to the catcher than him. But from out here, it looked like he might have had a shot at that. Replay shows no shot.
See if the Pirates can take advantage of that. Should be an infield single and an error.
Well, you know, they took advantage. Now it's our turn.
Yep.
We'll have another bite, right?
Please do. Rogers got the fork. Toward the seats, and it will drop as Headley went racing toward the foul ball.
Well, something else I've just found. These are great forks.
Yeah,
they got
could get a lot on that thing.
Nice china. Great fork. I'm really liking this place.
Yeah. This may not be our only telecast from the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club.
We should set up here.
Great atmosphere, great food, party atmosphere. They have a great time here. As we said, you don't need a special ticket to get in. Just beyond the left field loony section. Chop toward the right side.
Whoa.
Oh, great throw there from Hairston, but the play is made for the second out. Here's the new outfield alignment. Kristen Orphea moves from center field to left field. Tony Gwynn Jr. is in center, and Will Venable moves from left field to right field. Stairs out of the game. Gwynn will bat in Stairs' spot of the order.
Well, the hallmark for the Padres has been pitching and defense this year. They're looking a little shaky on the D here.
Time for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. Brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Pedro Alvarez made this fine defensive play earlier in the ball game. The bare hand play. Coors Light Freeze Cam. Again, brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Nick Hundley hit that chopper for Pedro Alvarez. And now Ryan Church, a big pinch hit here, batting for Karstens. Oh, Latos gets the high strike call. You can see that little shake of the head from Ryan Church. What he thought of that call. And a strike with a fastball right there.
Not an easy at bat. He gets the high strike called, and now outside corner down 94 mile an hour. That's called. In the hole 0-2. It's one of the best pitchers. Going to try and bounce a curveball. What a wild pitch. Lopez in the bullpen.
Cedeno 90 feet away with 2 outs. 6th inning. Church fouls it out of play. Nice looking shot there, huh?
Hey, you know, there's more food over there. You want me to still use something too?
Well, that'd be nice.
You're not eating any of the cake. How about that tuna?
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
There was my wild pitch.
Yep, good block by Hundley.
Anytime you got a real hard throw on the mound and you see that 2 go down, you know he's going to try for a strikeout. You know he's going to bury that curveball. A lot of pressure on the catcher with a runner at third base. He was about to jump on that ball. He looked like a hockey goalie going after a rebound and cover it up.
He gets the pinch hitter Ryan Church, 7th K for Latos. error, the infield single doesn't hurt. Here at the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club, we're watching a 4-2 game. The Padres' Jose Tabata is showing you what the kids will get. All youngsters 14 and under will receive a Kids Pierogi Character Cup with straw, courtesy of Mrs. T's Pierogies. Family fun zone before the game out on Federal Street. Kids run the bases after the game, thanks to HK Pretzels. Again, that's tomorrow, the final game of this 10-game homestand. Jose Tabata says you're going to love this Kids Pierogi Character Cup with a straw, courtesy of Mrs. T's Pierogies. Go to Pirates.com for tickets. Get here early, enjoy all the fun and festivities out on Federal Street. After the game, kids run the bases, and heck, during the game tomorrow, might want to stop by the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club. Check it out if you've not done so before. We're enjoying it. And folks, even though the Pirates are down a couple, enjoying a pretty good ball game. Javier Lopez will face Aaron Cunningham batting for Matt Latos.
Still time, just two-run ball game. Still, we got 3 innings to play. A lot of baseball left.
Aha, yes, sir.
He's not in here, is he?
I hope not.
Gotta warn us about that.
Let us know. Hey, Greg, let us know that next time, will you?
Where is Greg? Where'd he go? Oh, there's on your side. How about the way he was warming up the crowd for us before the
oh my gosh.
Before we went on.
Studio audience.
Felt like we were at the Tonight Show or something.
Ground ball, deep short.
Tough throw.
Oh, save ball.
Well, you really do get a different perspective watching the play.
You sure do.
And I know I should be watching the monitors.
No.
But I'm having so much fun just looking out and watching this from left field. You see the whole thing developing. The long throw. Man. Did he get him? No.
Hey, very close.
Good call by the umpire. Wow.
Yep, good call.
The AGH cam does not lie. That's the definitive answer every night on those close plays.
Yep.
Be that HGH cam.
No question. Top of the order, Hairston. 2-0 count on Jerry Hairston. He's popped to second, single to left, and he reached on the Alvarez error. He scored one of 2 unearned runs against Karstens. Karstens going 6 innings, 4 runs, 2 earned on 7 hits. And now Lopez falls behind him 3-0. Two runs, tough enough. Don't want it to be any more difficult.
Yeah, there's plenty of baseball left, but you're right. No more than 2. Not against that bullpen of theirs.
Grounded foul past third. Matt Latos, as we said, very, very tough.
Look at him. What is he, 21?
22.
22. 21, 22. That's close. Latos, Latos. But it's all the same. But my point was being, you see the way he's talking there? Yeah. I mean, it's like you could tell he might be a bit of a student of pitching. Which, with his arm and his stuff and his control, would be bad news for the rest of the league. He is into it.
Looking to go 11-4 and just off the disabled list tonight.
Yeah, the Padres are pretty much of a surprise to everybody, I think, this year. Would you agree with it? But they really played well down the stretch last season. Kind of under the radar. Nobody really took much notice of them. They had a poor season last year, but did well the last couple months of the season. You know, and looking back on it with hindsight, maybe that should have told everybody what was to come this year. Now, that's kind of what we're going to try and do this year. Last 2 months, August, September, try to do the same thing like what the Padres did. Play well the last 2 months, get everything going, offense and pitching, everybody on the same page. And then hopefully the Bucks could be the surprise of the league next year, as the Padres are this season.
Oh boy, first and second, nobody out. Hairston walks. Veteran lefty Javier Lopez. Jaramillo now out.
They're getting into the trouble area with their big bopper, Adrian Gonzalez, on deck now. And unless you can get a couple of outs with one swing of the bat, he's going to be hitting where he can do some damage. It's not good.
DeNorfia was trying to bunt last inning to move Hairston to third with nobody out. Not bunting this time.
It'd be interesting to see if he did do that.
What the Pirates would do.
The Pirates pitch to Gonzalez. They have a left-hander on the mound. Maybe they would.
And Headley is a much better hitter from the left side of the plate, batting under 200 as a righty. He would follow Gonzalez. Now a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Chris DeNorfia.
They're obviously not going to play that card. They're going to let DeNorfia swing the bat, which I think is good for the Pirates. It just is an opportunity for a double play. They let the pitcher Latos swing the bat earlier, and he didn't do a double play.
Pop up Walker. Infield fly had been called, so the batter was out automatically, but Walker made the catch anyway, and then of course the runners advance at their own risk, that infield fly rule. Adrian Gonzalez will come to the plate with runners at first and second.
I was a little bit surprised they called infield fly.
Yeah, that wasn't as routine. I mean, especially from our angle here, right?
Yeah,
that's a different angle.
Yeah, it didn't look like a routine ball.
No.
It's certainly not a ball where the infielder's going to let it drop on purpose so he can get a double play.
Which is the purpose of the infield fly rule. Players can't do that. Runners at first and second, or first, second, and third, in less than 2 outs. And the judgment of the umpire,
if it can be handled routinely by an infielder, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, okay, now that I saw it in the replay.
Well, from our angle, it looked a little more difficult. We're not used to this.
I ate all that chocolate cake. I can't eat the crow.
Very, very, very bad.
You don't like that?
Oh. Bill Blass would say,
no,
you're better than that.
I wonder where Steve got his chocolate cake in.
It's bothering you.
Yeah, it is.
I think he came in here before they even set up, because he figured, with all the great food here at the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club, he might not get his fair share. Bounce back to the mound. Double play possibility, and done. Lopez works his way out of it, gets Denorfia to pop up, and Gonzalez a comebacker to the mound. So the Padres still within reach, down by 2. You smile. 3rd inning. Jose Tabata, his second big league home run, opposite field job. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, it led off. That frame gave the Pirates a 1-0 lead.
That's right. You got to be strong to hit one like that. Really, I think he's actually saying he's stronger than Alvarez.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I have Pedro Alvarez strength in this arm.
Ernesto Frieri, who pitched last night.
Pitched well last night.
Just up from the minor leagues.
Had 17 saves at AAA, a 1-something ERA. He was doing a great job. Last night he came up and very, very tough. Look at the strikeouts. 7 strikeouts in his first 3 innings of work since being called up.
Tabata, 2 for 3. Bottom of the 7th inning. Latos in line to win it. 6 innings, 2 runs, a couple of solo homers.
Well, how about the work that Javier Lopez did? Came up big. At Denorfia, the pop fly, couldn't do anything, couldn't move the runners, nothing. And then the guy that you worry about in that Padre lineup, Tapper back to the mound. Nice feed to second base. Beautiful double play.
Breathing a sigh of relief, still talking to himself about getting out of that one. against the big man Gonzalez. So that ball ripped to left. His third hit of the game. And this is going to be a double for Jose Tabata.
12 of them now.
12th double.
Oh, beautifully done. Little hanging breaking ball, belt high, middle of the plate. And he just whacks it hard down in the corner.
Puts in a triple away from the cycle.
Man comes to play.
The AGH cam shows you. Double down the line in left. You said, Bob, he didn't want to.
He wants to get the bad taste from last night out right now. That's a great thing about this game of baseball.
He didn't want to wait too long before coming to the plate.
There's always another game. Come on. The only guy that ever has to waste that starting pitcher, that can be kind of tough. But if you're a regular player, a bench player, or even a bullpen guy, you got to be able to turn the page right away. If you might be in a game-winning situation just 24 hours later.
I'll tell you something else you notice out here. This crowd, and we know it when we're up there high behind home plate, but this crowd is into it. Ball bounced to the right side.
Nobody there. Oh.
Runner moves to third.
Frieri was going to be caught being a spectator on that ball. Watch him on the mound. See that? A couple of just a hop, skip, and then decided he better jump.
Recovered.
He's kind of watching it, and now he sees that he's got to get over there. Looks like he can run a little bit. So boy, he really accelerated.
That was the difference.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, anybody else, most any other pitcher, majority of them don't get there in time after that hesitation.
Well, he showed a little acceleration once he decided to run over to first.
So Young moves the runner now 90 feet away. Neil Walker to get the Pirates to within one here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
That wind still blowing right out here in our faces, just like it's been all night. Really haven't seen a ball hit out this way very hard. Not with any air under it.
It is just gusting, more so than any other time this evening.
You would think somebody could get one up this way just to, hit it decent and let the wind take it a little bit. Got to hit it high. You'd have a chance.
What we're seeing here.
That's the view right out our window. Looking right over the heads of everybody, all the fans in the left field bleachers.
Thanks for that shot, Terry. Oh, chasing.
Chased it upstairs. Frieri gets him to go after a running, just a sailing fastball. Walker does not strike out very often. That's twice tonight.
Yep. Bud Black gets the ball from Frieri and goes to a lefty. Columbia Gas 8-1-1 call to the pen. It'll be up to Garrett Jones to try and get Jose Tabata home. Pirates home game at Giant Eagle Advantage Card Day. Bucks offer 2 ways to save. Purchase on the day of the game, you save $5 off select reserved seats. Purchase in advance, double those savings to $10 off. To purchase tickets, go to the PNC Park ticket windows or go online at pirates.com/advantage card. Lefty Joe Thatcher now going after Garrett Jones. Thatcher has been almost unhittable against lefties this season. 5 for 32. Garrett Jones has hung in there against southpaws, but in the hole 0-1.
I'm kind of curious. The last couple teams we've played now, Ken Walker did it, Black did it here. Leave a right-hander in to pitch to Walker and bring a left-hander in to pitch to Jones. When Walker's batting average is 100 points lower from the right side of the plate. It paid off here for Black. He got Neal to chase a ball upstairs off Fieri, but I don't know. Just
kind of curious decision. Ball fouled out of play. Frustrations there.
He got a pretty good pitch to hit. It was on the plate. It was down, but still had a good chunk of the plate. He must have thought he had a really good look at it, put a good swing on it. He's upset at himself.
And he chases that bullpen for the Padres. They're giving up the leadoff double. Joe Thatcher comes in and strikes out Jones. Sean Gallagher pitched 2 scoreless innings last night, the 8th and the 9th against his former team.
Yeah, he had to really enjoy that, you would think. Being able to go out there and be effective against them after they basically said, here, we don't need you. You go about your business somewhere else. And came back and did the job very nicely. Greg, there's a rumor that there might be some rain in the area.
Ooh, what do you think of that rumor?
I don't know. I don't see any. You see any rain?
No.
It looks dark up there when you look at the sky from this range.
It's very clear.
There's no clouds in between us and the moon.
Nope.
Do you think they ever have thunderstorms
It'll be just fine. Oh, sure. Well, if those rumors are true, that rain is on its way, it would behoove Gallagher and the Bucks to move it along here and get back to the bat rack in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Gallagher can work quickly. Pitch a scoreless top half of the 8th.
It's one of those words that I always like Who invented it? Behoove.
Yeah, I've always wondered that myself. Who invented the word behoove? Constantly wondering that.
Because it really does. It's a good word. It serves a good purpose. Behoove. Like, it behooved us to move this table back.
Just in case.
In case it does rain.
If you care, prepare. This is how Bob gets some of his information from Dash. Quickly writing it down. It's an old English what, Bob? Oh, no. Jones didn't have the baseball. Maybe the second error of the game. Alvarez committed one that was very costly in the top of the 6th, and now here in the top of the 8th. Garrett Jones.
Behoove is an old English word from the Dark Ages. Here we see the ground ball. A couple of poor infield plays tonight.
Jones appeared to be in a bit of a hurry, but certainly didn't need to be, as you can see.
No, he wasn't going to have to run to the base with it. Could have flipped it to Gallagher. Gallagher was going to be there plenty of time. It was still a little bit of a close play, got it by about a step.
It's, by the way, just the second error for Garrett Jones since June the 8th. And just his 3rd total at first base. Interesting to see the rest of this year. Talked a lot about it, but it's Garrett Jones, the first baseman. He was the right fielder at the start of the year with Jeff Clement at first, but as now Jones settled in the rest of the way here at first and then into next year. A lot will depend on whether the Pirates go shopping in any way over the winter, if they feel the need. We know that McCutcheon's in center, Tabata's in left. Is Millage assuring himself?
Well, I think that's the question.
Starting role in right.
I mean, Jones is leading the team in RBIs. I mean, he's going to play.
He's either at first or right.
Right, and so correct. I mean,
correct. Also an old English term.
There's more to the behoove one, but I kind of decided to let it go. There was some information that Dash didn't write down.
I see.
See, in the Dark Ages, the bees were much bigger.
And
they were a work animal, and they used to put, like, how they had hooves, like they put like horseshoes on them.
I see.
And that's where this came, bee hooves.
They had hooves, huh?
Yeah, you don't want them to hurt their feet, so
H-O-O-V.
It would,
like a horse hoof. Ball hit the other way. Village will cut it off. It's first and second as Tony Gwynn singles to left.
Haven't you ever heard the saying, the thundering bee hooves?
Yeah.
Looked like his dad on that one. Slapping that ball hard the other way. Tony Gwynn, Sr., had to hit 1,000 or so of those line drives over the third baseman's head.
Couldn't have a better teacher, could you?
No, I wouldn't think you could. But, kids never listen to their dads.
Almost got away.
I think that was a kick save by the umpire. Umpire's left leg, left shoe.
Yep.
And that could loom large.
Breaking ball. Missed. To Will Venable. His father Max played in the big leagues for a dozen years. And like his teammate Chris Young and Pirates pitcher Ross Ollendorf, a Princeton product. Venable played both basketball and baseball at Princeton University. The strike is called. There's Ole. Pitch on the upcoming road trip. We work Thursday night against Milwaukee.
That wind been blowing hard all night.
It's raining silly string is what it's raining.
Yeah, it would behoove them to get that off before a rain starts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sticky if it gets wet. Is he going to stay in? Oh. Good effort by Pedro.
Pedro coming at you.
He's got a shot at it. Couldn't make the reach. Looks like he's got his glove is. If it came two-tone like that, or if maybe he's using the webbing out of another glove, put it in that one. That didn't help.
An error, a hit, and a walk to load them up. Here comes Joe Kerrigan. Check out in case you missed it. It's brought to you by Mazda. Tonight, James Loney had the walk-off solo homer in the 13th inning off Oliver Perez, who was back in the big leagues with the Mets and gave up the game-winning home run. The Dodgers beat the Mets 3-2. Johnny Cueto, 8 innings of 4 hit shutout balls. The Reds defeat the Astros 7-zip. Roy Oswalt starting for the Astros, so he lost back-to-back starts, losing here in Pittsburgh. His last time out. A-Rod, 1 for 4, single today, still at 599 career home runs. And Magler Ordonez left today's game with a broken right ankle. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. You talk about a hurting thing for the Detroit Tigers.
Didn't Royo need just one more win to be at least to tie?
He had lobbied, well, we talked about this, he had lobbied the Astros to delay his start after the All-Star break so that he could break the all-time wins record at home. So he was delayed until that Sunday here at PNC Park.
You can't plan things like that. It just has to happen. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. He might get traded now at trade deadline and never
not even tie it.
Break it.
Still a win shy of tying Joe Niekro for the all-time wins list.
And the Buccos are in a mess of trouble now.
1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Oh, might have caught a break when that ball that hit the umpire's foot didn't skip away. Nobody could move up. But the ball 4 made that pretty meaningless.
Interesting, too, there is no one, we're told, warming in the Pirates bullpen. A 2-run game. This is Gallagher's.
The bullpen mound is behind that bench you're looking at there, the bullpen mound of the Pirates.
John Russell has said the bullpen is fine in terms of enough rest, but this is an indication that he wants, obviously, to give them a little rest. So Meek's going to have to get up. Otherwise, you'd have seen someone else by now loosening in the bullpen.
Gallagher hurt?
Well, limped a little bit, didn't he?
Looked like Neil Walker was going to go in to see if he was okay. I think he may have just turned his ankle a little bit as he put that plant foot down.
He just called a balk.
Yes, he did.
Wow. Sean Gallagher just balks in the run. Wow. On a 3-2 count to Hundley.
Watch him close. Yep, there's the balk. He started the move to go up into his stretch, and then he stopped and then started again. You can't do that. Once you start making a move to go into your stretch position, you have to go ahead and do it or step off. Now, if he would have stepped off at the same time he was stopping, he'd have probably got away with it. But what he did was he stopped and then kept going, hoping nobody saw it, but the home plate umpire did.
And he ends up walking Nick Hundley on the 3-2 pitch.
Breaking pitch bouncing in the dirt. Oh, wait a minute now.
Brown's crew is racing out.
Yeah.
And the rain is starting to come, and it must be coming in really heavy.
Yeah, the umpires must know something, because it's really not doing much right now at all, but they're not going to take any chance.
Might be another reason why John Russell decided to try and stick with Gallagher a bit longer, maybe knowing something about a long delay.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. Real good call. Maybe they know that there's a big storm coming, and that we're going to be here for a while. I don't know.
Well, the umpires are in concert with and in communication with Manny Lopez and the Jeff Podovnik, Dennis Dupre, Chris Hunter. They're very well aware of what is coming, because Brown's crew and the Pirate officials are down there watching the radar and the monitors. So Jim Reynolds, the crew chief, called out the tarp, and he wants it covered. Apparently something pretty severe is imminent.
Well,
we'll see if we can't find out more about this. We are in a delay. We'll return to PNC Park. A 5-2 Padres lead. Great time. And again, you do not need a game ticket.
No, anybody can just.
You need a game ticket.
Yeah, you got to get a special. You got to get in the ballpark. But once you're in the ballpark, it doesn't matter if you're got a club section ticket, a Lexus Club ticket, or you've got a bleacher ticket. You can come in here and enjoy everything about the Hall of Fame Club like we have tonight.
Easy access. So make sure you come on out when you make your way out to PNC Park. Any game ticket gets you into the club. Opens 2 hours before game on weekdays and 2.5 hours prior to Friday and Saturday night games. And getting to the club, steps on the river side of the park, doors on Federal Street, bridge from left field side of the ballpark. A dribbler off to the right, runner will break for the plate and score. And Carrasco guns to third as Gwynn scores the 6th run on the tapper by Cabrera. And another look.
And nothing that Carrasco could do. I mean, in fact, he pushed the envelope trying to get a double play here by going with the tag and then firing to third. Let's see if he could catch Venable, maybe rounding the bag a little too far.
Oscar Salazar bats for lefty Joe Thatcher. A 4-run lead for the Padres. Salazar started at third base last night, was 1 for 3, scored a run. We're now in the 8th, and San Diego up by 4. A fly ball to left, Millage back. Over his head. This will score 2 Padres. A double for Oscar Salazar coming off the bench.
Now that might have put a couple nails in our coffin for tonight. Didn't need that. 8-2 now with that double. Not a bad pitch. Looked like it was down at least knee high, maybe below the knees. He drove that ball right at us. Salazar thinking he's still not loose yet. Doing some squats out there as he's taking his lead.
The runs charged to Sean Gallagher.
It's still just 1 out.
One of those runs unearned. Top of the order, and Jerry Hairston Jr. His brother Scott started last night in left field as the cleanup hitter against the lefty Paul Mahalem. Hairston getting the starts at second now with David Eckstein on the disabled list for the Padres.
Really getting a first-hand view of how the Padres are winning. A lot of people, they look at the stats or they look at the standings and they think, what's the deal with these Padres? Why are they doing so well in first place? Well, we're seeing it. They pitch pretty darn well.
Latos will go to 11-4.
They are the example of the age-old truth about baseball. Everything is built around pitching, especially starting pitching.
Four runs have come across. Grounded to the shortstop, Cedeno. Second out of the 8th. Cedeno will be due up third in the bottom of the 8th inning against a new pitcher. Latos, Frieri, and Thatcher have worked so far tonight for Bud Black. And now Denorfia bats, the 8th man to hit in the inning. Padres sent 8 men to the plate in the 6th, and that started with a leadoff error by Garrett Jones. This inning starts the leadoff error. Pedro Alvarez had the leadoff error in the 6th. Garrett Jones, the leadoff miscue here in the 8th. Sean Gallagher also balked in a run, walked a couple. Denorfia 0 for 2 with a walk against starter Jeff Karstens, who's on the hook.
Carrasco dropping down that time. flipping that little breaking ball that breaks outside. Something he's done a lot of as a Pirate. Works well for him. Changes a lot of arm angles. As a hitter, you never know where it's coming from. Laredo or over the top, sometimes 3/4.
Down again and headed up the middle, and it sneaks under the glove of Cedeno, and another run will score. A 9-2 San Diego lead. RBI single for Denorfia.
Just a routine ground ball most places, but it was perfectly shot right up through the middle. This is what happens. Things are going your way. The AGH cam will show that sidearm delivery as he comes down via Laredo. And that one just had too much of the plate as it got banged back up the middle. Boy, the wet grass really grabs that ball right there. Looked like maybe Cedeno was going to be able to get to it. Snuck through.
Adrian Gonzalez has had a couple of hits. RBI single in the 6th. In the hole, 0-2. 62 RBIs for him. And 8th in the league with 20 home runs. Doesn't stick. 0-2 the count remains. A very consistent first baseman over the years. With the San Diego Padres, Adrian Gonzalez. Originally signed by the Florida Marlins. The first overall choice 10 years ago.
You know, a lot of people would be surprised that he's still on the Padres.
Yep.
You remember spring training, a lot of the talk when we were talking about premier players, where they might end up at the end of the season. Where was Gonzalez going to go? Surely the Padres couldn't afford to hang on to him, especially if they weren't going to be going anywhere. And here they are in first place. Gonzalez can go nowhere now. He's the heart of their batting order for a first place club.
Bud Black rewarded this past week with a new contract extension. One ball, 2 strikes on Adrian Gonzalez. Bounces that foul. Rangers picked up Gonzalez from the Florida Marlins in a deal for Ugueth Urbina, July of 2003, and then the Padres got him along with Chris Young and Turnell Sledge, the Adam Eaton deal.
That worked out well for him.
Should say so. Last year, 1 RBI short of making it 3 straight campaigns with 100 or more ribbies for Gonzalez. Hit 40 homers. Very quiet professional over the years.
Some real good ball players around baseball that they don't play in the major media markets, but they're just as good as a lot of the people you hear about on a daily basis. Gonzalez, one of those guys. A couple of the younger fans that we have here with us.
They're fired up.
Oh, yeah. Look at everybody back there. It's going to be a good party in here, I think, after the game's over, waiting for the concert to get going.
Jones will keep it himself. And a long long top of the 8th, including a rain delay, comes to an end as 9 men come to the plate, and now the Padres have opened up a 9-2 lead going to the bottom of the 8th. They're fired up. The Allens are fired up. Nolan and Brendan there with Bob and Mom Dana. Here at the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club. The Allens inside the Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club, outside on the Allegheny. And you're hoping for a Pedro Alvarez drive. Alvarez will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. He's walked, grounded out, and flied to left. Followed by Village and Cedeno, and obviously the Pirates need base runners. Tim Stauffer, 13 games and 0.33 ERA. How about Nolan and Brendan Allen there, Bob?
I'll tell you, Greg, you get down there with the kids and you hear them talking about how much fun they're having tonight. Yeah. And I mean, that let's go Bucks. Yep. That was all them. I mean, we weren't, saying, okay, this is what you say, this is what you do. That's all on their own. Yeah, it's just, I just said, hey, okay, we're on, wave, and then immediately let's go to the let's go Bucks. It's just so much fun to see these kids out like this.
They're having a great time.
Yeah.
In this ballpark tonight.
We've had a great time out here tonight. It's been a lot of fun for us.
Completely different look for us.
Well, you get an idea of how loyal Pirate fans really are.
And that's the other thing. During the rain delay, we had a chance to talk to so many of them and saying, I really do believe in this group. Things are different. There's a line drive, right center field. Oh my, what a catch from Tony Gwynn.
That was pretty spectacular.
His team is up 9-2. And Gwynn just robbed Pedro Alvarez.
Flat out dive. Look at that.
Man.
As far as he could reach. Right, dead in the palm. Great play. Dad would be proud of you. That's our AGH cam showing you that slow-mo. Going to give us some great shots rest of the year. Has already. It's been so much fun here with this homestand with that new camera.
Millage 0 for 3.
We'll have that AGH cam here at home the rest of the season. Going to be doing all kinds of different things, moving it around the ballpark.
And again, I want to thank the great folks at Allegheny General Hospital for providing us with the new AGH Super Slow-Mo. And those are super people there. Nobody does it better than the folks at AGH. Trust us. Ball bounced to second. 2 down. Routine for Hairston. He's up Ronnie Cedeno.
The Pirates have gotten to 8 hits, and 2 of them have been over the fence with just 2 runs. And haven't been able to really get an inning going where we can jump some hits together and then come up with that big hit, like we have done so many times during this homestand. We've been able to put up a lot of runs. Tonight, everything is just kind of being scattered. The 2 home runs we got, both of them solo shots, obviously, since we just have a 2 up there in the Fox box.
Third baseman, Headley. And Stauffer, thanks to the great play by Tony Gwynn Jr., has a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th inning, 9-2 Padres. Inning. Check out the Toyota moving forward, the road ahead for the Pirates. And the final game of this 10-game homestand following the break is tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock here on FSN Pittsburgh. Brad Lincoln on the hill for Pittsburgh against Wade LeBlanc. And then on to Coors Field in Denver. 2 night games, both 8 o'clock starts, 2:30 on Thursday. And all on FSN. Pirates will continue their road trip into St. Louis and then back home.
It's going to be a little bit of a tester for a road trip going into Colorado and then St. Louis. A couple of teams playing well.
Octavio Dotel will get some work.
Yeah, we're going to probably miss the big boy, though, in Colorado, won't we?
Yeah.
Did he pitch tonight?
Yeah. Ubaldo Jimenez.
15-1. How'd he do tonight?
Jimenez.
He was in Philly. Oh, yeah. 10-2. They got beat. Wow, he must not have done very well.
Kyle Kendrick beat Jimenez in that game. Jimenez gave up 6 runs in 2 innings and walked 6 to fall to 15-2.
There you have it.
Chase Headley.
It's going to be a very interesting race in the West to see how this all plays out. Can the Padres, are they really going to be for real and be able to pitch this well all the way to the end of the season? San Francisco just 3 games back. The Rockies 6 back. Dotel an easy first out.
Gwynn singled and scored in the 8th.
You know, Tony Gwynn, he's in the big leagues. He plays an awfully lot. Not really hitting for a very high average. You'd think that, but he's Tony Gwynn Jr. He's, had the road paved for him. But there's another way you can look at that. Think of the standard that he has been held to his entire baseball life from Little League on. He flies out for the second out. And your dad was arguably one of the greatest hitters of all time in baseball. And he will always be compared to that.
Yep, no question. We'll never be able to avoid that. All right, that's standard. That's a bar that is really set high. Hall of Famer, Mr. Padre, the greatest Padre of them all, Tony Gwynn.
Set the bar so high, he scared the bar.
Venable.
Tony, one of the all-time greats in a couple of different ways. Also, all-time great in his character and the type of person he was.
And he can set the bar that way, too.
And a lot of times that doesn't go hand in hand.
Talked about bloodlines. Gwynn, of course, the greatest Padre of them all. His father, Will Venable. His dad, Max, played in the big leagues a dozen years. The Hairston boys, Jerry Jr. and Scott, they're brothers, and they come from great bloodlines. Grandfather Sam played for the White Sox. Uncle John, the Cubs. Their father, Jerry, played for the White Sox and the Pirates. And Pirates second baseman Neil Walker knows all about that. His dad, Tom, played in the big leagues. Andy LaRoche's father, Dave LaRoche. And, of course, his brother, Adam, playing for the Diamondbacks. Think about it, in one game, a lot of players had their dads playing Major League Ball. Got him. 1, 2, 3. With Hotel. Head to the bottom of the ninth. See if the Pirates can't make it interesting. Trailing 9-2. Cooperstown, Andre Dawson. Talk about great careers, 21 seasons, 2,774 hits, 438 career homers with nearly 1,600 RBIs. Whitey Herzog, 18 years as a skipper, 1982 World Series champions, and 1,281 wins. Doug Harvey, the former great umpire, 18 years as an umpire, the 9th ump inducted, and John Miller will receive the Ford C. Frick Award going into the broadcaster's wing. Longtime voice of the San Francisco Giants. Have been in Baltimore for a number of years. Nationally known, of course. Tim Stauffer tries to finish up the Pirates. I was looking at the numbers there for Herzog, and Jason Steele did some work. Steeltown, one of the gypsies in the truck, in terms of wins. 1,281 wins for Herzog and 1 World Series title. And a lot of folks around here believe that that man, former Pirate skipper Danny Murtaugh, has a resume worthy of Hall of Fame consideration. And you wonder, Bob, maybe Herzog going in, maybe it'll open up some eyes to the great numbers of Danny Murtaugh.
Yeah, that's a possibility, because that's when you judge people, that's one of the criteria I think that needs to be used, and usually is what comparing the people that are already in. And that could very well help Danny Murtaugh. No doubt about that.
Bobby Crosby bats for Dotel. One ball, 2 strikes on Crosby. Well, the bullpen for the Padres.
Not the way this game really shaped up, is it? 9-2. It really looked like it was going to be hard fought right to the end. It just really slipped away from the Pirates.
And again, as we said at the outset, you just, when you're playing a team with this kind of staff, you cannot make mistakes. You have to take advantage of every opportunity. But 2 costly errors for the Pirates. 2-base miscue by Pedro Alvarez that opened the door for Jerry Hairston, leading off the 6th inning. They went on to score 3 runs, and the leadoff error by Garrett Jones in the 8th. And they batted around in that inning. And the bullpen, as we mentioned, the best in baseball. 3 spotless innings of relief last night for Kevin Correa. And so far, the bullpen has allowed just 1 hit following 6 innings of work for Matt Latos. AGH Sports Medicine Pirates postgame with highlights and analysis is coming up following this one.
The moon is gone. I don't know what that means, Greg. That shot with the cloud in front of the moon made it look like October 31st. The rain was here. Might be coming back. That's the AGH cam right there.
Tabata will fly out to center field, and he'll settle for a 3-hit night, and the San Diego Padres win the first 2 games of this series.
They're tough. We've seen them twice now. It sure looks like they're for real. Everybody in that Western Division, they're going to have a tough time running down these guys. They can pitch.